Hello guys, this is my new YouTube channel. I'm gonna be posting tutorials for Stormworks and possibly other games if you guys would like. So today we're gonna be just looking at how to make a basic engine, get it running, and be able to move your vehicle. Okay, so first thing you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to go over to like the creative island or the multiplayer island or the island of Donk, and there's gonna be like a hangar or something, and you're gonna want to go over to this workbench, hit E or Q or whatever you want, whatever your hotkey is, and it's gonna bring you to the screen. Then you can take your block, click and drag a little platform, and put an engine on it. So, to be able to get an engine to work properly, your main components are air, exhaust, coolant, and fuel. The coolant isn't necessarily needed if your RPS is under a certain amount. In this case, for this tutorial, I will be using the coolant to show you guys how that system works. So, for the beginning, I'm going to go into the inventory and search for a fluid exhaust. You're going to take that and drag it to a spot in your inventory. Then, you can just very simply just click on here and there's your exhaust system. Or if you want to be a little neater, you can use pipes and route your exhaust. Same with air, you can either use the fluid exhaust or some of the other ports, like the fluid port, the fluid slot port, and the fluid intake, I believe, are the only ones, and the fluid exhaust are the only ones that can actually take in a exhaust or air or whatever. Also, for your exhaust, you can use, I know you can at least use fluid ports. I don't know about the other two. So, for the demonstration purposes, I'm going to just use a fluid port so that you know the difference. Then you're going to want to get a fluid heat radiator. You can either use this or a fluid heat sink. The fluid heat sink gives you more cooling, so that you can run your engine at a higher RPS without it exploding, but it has quite a bit more weight. The fluid heat radiator gives more cooling for the amount of weight. For more efficient cooling, you can make a water cooling system, which you would just put like these fluid ports into the water and it could suck up water. No pumps needed if it's I want to say if it's 10 blocks away from the engine, it will still suck it into the engine and cool your engine. For now, we're just gonna build a few blocks up here so that we can place our fluid heat radiator. And then you can just pipe it up here. And then for fuel, you're going to want a fluid tank large. You can also use these. Oh, I think I already had fluid. Wow. Anyways, you can probably, or not probably, you can use the fluid tank large, medium, or small. Depending on the size, you'll get less or more fuel stored in them. So for the fluid tank small, you're going to have a lot less fuel. For the large, you're going to have a lot more. You can also make a custom fuel tank with the fluid spawner, and if you enclose that in a box, it should spawn fuel, and you can use the fluid port to suck that fuel out of that container. So for now, we're just going to use a large fluid tank, and we're actually, I was going to use 2, but no, I'll just use 1 for now. And you can just pipe it up. Not too hard. And if you guys don't know, the main rotation keys are J, K, and L. So that's essentially your engine. This can run now. You just need to get logic, power, and electricity, and then you should be good. If you want to drive something, you put that on the end of here. So I'm just going to put a large propeller to demonstrate. So to get this running, you're going to want a throttle lever or like a seat or something. That way you can control the throttle on this engine. You're also going to want a push button or some other way to start the engine. This is going to be just the starter. So it doesn't need to be a toggle button to keep the engine on. If you're in simple mode, most of this stuff won't apply, but you can use a toggle button and put it to the on-off. So this is mostly an advanced tutorial, by the way. I think I forgot to say that in the beginning. So you're going to want to put down some sort of battery. For a small engine, I would say maybe put small batteries and put some generators. But if you're not going to have any generators, which I suggest that you do, I would put like a medium battery or a large, depending on your craft, like what you're building. So you're just going to go to the data or the logic up here. Then you go down on the left side to electric, and you can click on it, and it'll bring this thing around. And if you hold down control while you have this in your hand, let's say, you can release it on that part, and you still have it. And then you can click on that and release, click and release, and it's all hooked up to power. So that should be all your basic controls. So you can spawn it in this top left area right here. And you have your basic engine. If you want to see the specs of your engine, which I don't know if they work as of now, they might in the future, but the default hotkey is page up. It's a certain button. I think it's on most keyboards. So to start the engine, you're going to want to put this throttle lever to some sort of value. I'm going to say above like 0.1. And you just hit the button. And it starts up. And you can slow it down. And there's your working engine. Let me check right here. Okay, so you can see your RPS, the temperature. I'm not sure why it's... Oh, that might be how much it's consuming, how much air it's consuming, how much exhaust it's putting out. 2 exhaust ports, actually. How much in coolant, how much out. So the things that are coming in are always going to be negative, it seems like. And things that are going out are going to be positive. So the electric is just the overall electric charge in the system. Power, I don't know. That might be... I think that's RPS. So put it up. It will not idle like this, and I thought this killed you. That's unfortunate. So it won't idle. I will be showing you how to get an idling engine in Stormworks. So stay tuned if you want more tutorials like this. I think that's it for now. If you guys have any questions or suggestions for another tutorial, just go into the comment section. It should be just below the description now. I know that's at least on phone. I don't know how it is on computer quite yet. I haven't really used that. So yeah, if you guys want more, do that. Goodbye.